on your nerves because I feel like he's a little bit more boastful than the people you might be wanting to hang out with?
It's kind of, yeah, he's boastful. I think his god is the material things, money, everything like that.
Yeah.
And
Do you guys?
Why no Floyd Mayweather? Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in?
Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight.
I'm pity with him because I want to share the word of God in him if he believes God.
Despite being two of the best boxers to have ever competed, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather have quite different lives outside of the ring. Floyd is renowned for his extravagant lifestyle, which includes expensive automobiles, private flights, designer watches, and spending like there's no tomorrow. Manny has chosen a totally different route. His life is based on his religion, his family, and giving back via charity. Floyd has even expressed regret for Pacquiao's failure to live life to the fullest, but there is an intriguing twist. What distinguishes these two titans, and what about Mayweather's lifestyle, makes Pacquiao feel sorry for him? Manny has also shown some compassion for Floyd, and the reasons behind it may surprise you. Let's examine it more closely. One of the most anticipated boxing matches in history was planned by Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Their 2015 bout was dubbed the fight of the century, and while opinions on how it transpired may differ, there is no denying that it was a momentous cultural event that stopped the world in its tracks. Left hand. But their lives outside the ring took radically different turns once the last bell rung. Floyd Mayweather dug even more into his persona as Money Mayweather, staying in the public eye by pursuing financial signs from exhibition bouts with YouTubers to appearances at international events that presented no threat to his perfect, unbeaten record rather than boxing glory. Floyd continued to get checks for himself. Boxing shifted its focus from competition to branding, with money serving as the brand.
Money made all day. You know, right here. A light million over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life.
Manny Pacquiao, meanwhile, decided on a path. Floyd has never really understood how the Filipino superstar changed his concentration from counting money on TV to helping others via politics, religion, and unrelenting charitable work. Manny was constructing impoverished people's houses while one showed off his planes and the other went to remote communities. Their morals couldn't be more different.
In talking to people close to you, they've all said that your potential downfall could be your kindness and generosity because you'll continue doing it even if it leads you to the point of being broke.
Floyd himself was particularly aware of this disparity. In an interview, Mayweather showed sympathy for his erstwhile opponent, saying that he felt bad for Manny, who implied that Pacquiao was still fighting into his 40s because he hadn't earned enough money during his prime. Floyd believed that the only reason someone would return to the ring at that age was financial desperation.
When I come and do an exhibition or come out and box and have some fun, I do it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight. You know, I'm financially set.
Here's the twist, however. Before we go into Manny's statement, let's go back and look at the basis of this comparison. Pacquiao recently reacted and echoed a similar sentiment, saying that he too feels terrible for Floyd, but not for the reasons Mayweather may anticipate. Floyd has never been afraid to flaunt his riches on social media. He often shares pictures of himself with mounds of cash, literal bricks of cash piled on tables, and has spent millions on watches with diamonds that he may never even wear more than once.
Nobody fucking with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, fuck it. If I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs 18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? For you motherfucking haters today, I'm gonna go fuck off $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do. Money made.
His collection of private planes, all specially designed and prepared to take off at any time, is the only thing that can compete with his fleet of luxury automobiles.
So we got this. We like to call this house right here the Palace. It's just the EWB, extended wheelbase, Gucci pillows. All depends on how you want to close the door. Stop talking and filming. Come on. I didn't show you guys this. I bought this like 4 or 5 days ago. I got all type of toys, Apple TV, espresso machine, all type of crazy stuff. Talked about this yesterday, talked about that. It's blue. Blue on the seats. Crocodile Himalaya, 110,000. That's what we do. Live life, have fun, work hard, play hard. Show you guys my lifestyle.
A lot Floyd Mayweather is the epitome of achievement. In a recent interview, Pacquiao was asked about Floyd and whether the two still keep in touch. His response surprised many by saying that he feels pity for Floyd not because of his age, his health, or his past, but because of what he believes Mayweather is missing in life. He retired undefeated, stayed out of trouble, and created generational wealth from a sport where most fighters leave with scars and very little else. For some fans, success looks like yachts, Rolexes, Bugattis, and silk pajamas.
I don't like boastful people. How was it like fighting Mayweather then? Did he get on your nerves? Because I feel like he's a little bit more boastful than the people you might be wanting to hang out with.
It's kind of, yeah, he's boastful. I think his god is the material things, money, everything like that.
Yeah.
And
Do you guys ever talk?
Pacquiao Floyd said that despite his fortune, Floyd feels hollow because he is disengaged from God and that his attention to worldly belongings makes him destitute in spirit. Manny expressed this with sincere concern as someone who thinks there is more to life than fame and fortune, not with conceit or resentment.
with him because I want to share the word of God in him if he believe God.
Yeah. I've heard he's a generous.
It's a viewpoint based on Pacquiao's own experience of overcoming extreme poverty in the Philippines. Manny views his success not only in his earnings but also in the things he has given back. He has constructed homes, schools, hospitals, and other facilities and donated millions to charities, frequently without cameras. His faith is at the center of everything he does, and for him, a man's true worth is determined by the size of his heart rather than his bank account.
Play and control yourself. Like, for example, you're earning money. So what I did is like, I help the church. I give the 10% to the church, helping the church to run and establish more churches. And the 10% separate to help the poor people, building houses, giving a sustainable livelihood, like that. Yeah. Just manage the financial.
People. Okay.
It's as much a collision of ideologies as it was a clash of fists in 2015. Floyd believes a guy must be broke because he is still fighting. This relationship is particularly intriguing because Manny believes a guy who is still flashing money must be lost. Two of the greatest boxers in history, two careers that are remembered, but two entirely different perspectives on what it means to succeed in life. Manny Pacquiao's recent remark that he felt sorry for Floyd Mayweather wasn't the first time the Filipino legend had shown sympathy for someone. In typical Pacquiao fashion, it was delivered with humility, a dash of honesty, and a dash of humor. Years ago, when asked to list the hardest fights in his career in an interview, one name was conspicuously absent: Floyd Mayweather.
Manny, who are the top 5 fighters you ever fought, you think?
Barrera, Morales, Marquez, De La Hoya, Cotto, Margarito.
Why no Floyd Mayweather?
That raised eyebrows, of course. When asked why, Manny had a direct response. How could a battle that attracted over 4 million pay-per-view purchases and made news worldwide not rank among his hardest? The man ran for 12 rounds, just as in real life. The manner, the spirit, and the sense that the audience didn't get to witness the conflict they paid to watch were what made Forrest Gump feel horrible, not for himself, but for the people. It wasn't about sour grapes or the defeat on his record.
Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight. How is that? I mean, you know, I feel sorry to the fans because the fight is boring. You know, the fight is boring. Like that's not the fans are expecting to us. I mean, as a fighter, if I'm a fan, of course I want to see a good fight, like changing fight, not a passion show.
From his perspective, he came to fight Floyd in order to score. One brought the fire, the other brought the extinguisher. Although Mayweather's strategy worked and he won, Pacquiao, who always prioritizes giving people a show, felt that night's fight was a missed opportunity, but many contend that even though Floyd may have won the bout on the scorecards, Pacquiao won the bigger war in the long run because, when you look back at his career, you see a fighter who dared to do what few others would even consider. He moved up in weight again, taking on bigger, stronger opponents. He didn't chase easy wins or padded records. Instead, he pursued legacy.
You got a lot of slack for saying Manny Pacquiao is a better pound-for-pound fighter than Floyd Mayweather. I actually disagreed with you.
Pacquiao wasn't able to make flyweight. He was a flyweight who won the lineal championship. So if that's not the most, or one of the 2 or 3 most impressive things in the history of boxing, the fact that he could move up, give me an example of another flyweight who was the lineal champion, moved up, won a bunch of titles in between, and then was that good as a welterweight. Pacquiao won lineal titles, indisputable, that's the man who beat the man, or else putting belts together. No one had ever done it before, ever. A lot of great flyweights. No one ever did that. No one ever came close to dreaming about doing that, and then Pacquiao did it. So the fact that Pacquiao is even competitive with Floyd Mayweather, who's one of the greatest pure boxers ever, I really don't have a horse in the race. I always thought Mayweather was going to beat Pacquiao. I never thought Pacquiao was going to beat him.
Flyweight to welterweight transition, Manny advanced through 8 divisions and won world titles in each of them, which is not only uncommon but historic. He didn't just win titles, he also took significant risks and produced some of the most memorable moments in boxing. When you contrast that with Floyd's strategy, the difference is evident. Mayweather is unquestionably a defensive genius. His 50-0 record speaks for itself, but as Pacquiao implied in a previous interview, brilliance isn't only about winning, it's also about what you're prepared to sacrifice. Manny clarified that he had no regrets about the defeats on his record since each one was the result of a battle he voluntarily accepted, often against bigger opponents in unknown weight classes, and he pursued greatness rather than perfection.
I never pick the easy fights. I choose the hard ones. I move up weight after weight, not to protect a record, but to test my limits. And now, when I look back, 8 division world champion, world titles in 4 different decades, oldest welterweight world champion in history. Those are not just opinions, they are facts. But greatness isn't what you call yourself. It is how you live your life and how you inspire others.
He didn't specifically mention Mayweather, but the message was clear. Unlike some fighters who choose low-risk opponents to maintain an undefeated record, Pacquiao was always willing to put it all on the line. This mindset has earned Manny respect from both fans and other fighters worldwide. Although Mayweather frequently referred to boxing as a business, Pacquiao always treated it as a battleground, a stage to test himself rather than just collect checks, and even when he fell short, the effort was undeniable. For Manny, saying he feels bad for Floyd isn't motivated by hatred or rivalry, but rather by the conviction that life is about giving, not just what you keep, it's about what you give. Perhaps Manny Pacquiao didn't just win the war, He redefined what victory really means. But what about you, fight fans? Who do you think achieved more in life? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. One may have run the perfect race, but the other climbed every mountain, win or lose, and left something far more lasting in the hearts of fans worldwide.